All right, guys, Gemini, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for subscribing and hearing what I have to say. In this video, I'm sure that just by the title of it, it's been disliked heavily without hearing a word that's come out of my mouth. I'm assuming you're expecting me to talk trash on the new era of the WWE, which I'm notorious for doing because I haven't been into it from the start. But in this particular video, I'm not going to say anything bad on the new era. I'm simply going to say my opinion and why I don't think it's working and why I don't think it's going to work. So here goes. To me, the new era completely leaves out the casual fan and also leaves out the old school fan. It does. Now, what I mean by leaving out the casual fan is the fact that, say you watch wrestling once a month, once every 2 months, and you turn it back on, and you don't recognize one wrestler, one WWE superstar on the show. And you're like, well, fuck, where's all the guys I remember? What do you do as a casual fan and you don't remember any of the wrestlers on the show? You turn the shit off. That's a problem right there. The new era has some problems. What do you do if you're an old school fan and the WWE has a complete new format of the way they're doing the show? You're like, well, shit, wrestling used to be way better. What do? You turn the show off and you don't care about what they're doing presently. It's true. You're like, man, I used to like it. I mean, an old school fan, or excuse me, a casual fan would be like, man, I miss Jim Ross and Jerry Lawler. How come they're not doing the show no more? That would be your casual fan because they haven't watched wrestling in 10 years. I mean, there's issues with the new era, whether you want to admit it or not. The 2.05 rating is just the beginning of the trouble. I'm telling you, I understand the Olympics are going on for the first time in 4 years. And 28 million people were watching. That's a huge, huge number. You can't discount that number. But there was a time when WWE had enough superstars and talent and fans where they could pop a hell of a lot more than 2.5 or 2.05 with the Olympics going. There was a time in pro wrestling where WWE was strong enough to compete with Monday Night Football, forcing Monday Night Football to move to a different time slot. That's how hot wrestling was. Fact is, wrestling is not hot right now, and I can tell you the exact reasons why. The fact is, WWE has completely excluded their old school fans with their new format. They've completely excluded their casual fans with not bringing in the new superstars slowly, by bringing them in all at once and making the shows nothing but matches, match after match after match. Professional wrestling, for as long as I've watched it, has always been as cool outside the ring as it has inside the ring. I mean, there's so many examples that I could use, and I've used them in the past. Jake the Snake Roberts and the Macho Man Randy Savage in 1991 in their blood feud. Do you think that feud is nearly as interesting if Jake doesn't slap around Miss Elizabeth? I mean, goddamn, guys. I mean, Hulk Hogan and the Ultimate Warrior. I've used that before. WrestleMania 6. Do you think that match is nearly as interesting if they don't do all the promos and the stuff they did at the 1990 Royal Rumble? Hulk Hogan and Slaughter at 7. I mean, you think that match is nearly as interesting if they just do a match and they have no storyline behind it? My opinion is, you could think I'm crazy or dislike the video. That's fine. I expect this to be heavily disliked because every time I voice my opinion on the new era, it doesn't end well. Fact is, Seth Rollins and Finn Balor for the Universal Championship at SummerSlam, which it's like kind of like whatever to me, SummerSlam this year is kind of like whatever to me. I haven't even watched Raw yet. Yeah, I'm going to watch it on DVR today, a little bit later when I wake up and stuff. But Jesus Christ, I mean, it's Wednesday. It's Wednesday morning, and I still haven't watched Monday Night Raw yet. Does that tell you guys something? Like, if it was really that fucking good and there was something like earth-shattering happening, I would watch that shit live. I mean, when Monday Night Raw used to really be cooking, I used to watch that and record the damn thing. WWE hasn't given me anything to worth recording, and who knows how long. I mean, they made a mistake, man. I understand that they've made the internet wrestling fans happy, but what about the rest of the fans? I mean, straight up. I mean, there's more than just internet fans. Internet fans are just tickled pink with it because their independent promotion heroes are doing really well. And don't take it like I don't respect these guys. I know these guys worked hard and they're big stars in other promotions. But goddamn, guys, they forgot about the casual fans, and they took away all the stars that everyone knew for years and years and years, and they put new guys on there, and the casual fans clicked right off. The old school fans can't stomach any of it because they're not doing anything that made wrestling cool. They're not doing promos. One wrestler's not getting nasty with another wrestler. You know, they work soft in the ring. I mean, there's a couple of the new generation stars I like. I like Nia Jax because she has an old school vibe to her. You know, I like Baron Corbin. I'm starting to really like him. I'm starting to dig him because he has an old school beat 'em up JBL type vibe. You know, I don't know Finn Balor at all. You know, maybe he cuts some promos. Maybe he does like some good matches. Maybe he does some cool shit outside the ring. You know, and it's a different story. But for right now, I mean, for me, Seth Rollins is cold. The whole Raw format is cold. And to tell you the truth, I guess I'm becoming a casual fan or an old school fan because as far as I haven't even seen Raw and SmackDown yet because I just have a feeling it's just going to be a bunch of guys I don't know. I'm not invested in, and I just not into it, you know. And I know this seems like a huge trash talking, but I'm just telling you how I feel. That they excluded a lot of fans to make the internet wrestling fans happy. It's true. So you go ahead and dislike this video all you want. I'm pretty much done with this. But when you start excluding a lot of fans, you start changing shit around. You know, Olympics or no Olympics, 2.05, and it's going to get lower because more fans are going to turn it off because nobody knows who these guys are. You know, your casual fans don't have a damn clue who any of these independent guys are. They're not doing anything cool outside the ring. You know, watching 3 hours of just matches. You know, there has to be a different way when pro wrestling is pro wrestling again and they're doing other shit besides just wrestling matches. Gemini, peace out.